If anybody else is on the line, I'm asking you please mute. We got a lot of static coming through. With that said, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Ms. Sandy, you mind calling the roll for us since we have telephone participation?
Mayor Cordell?
Present.
Mayor Brown?
Present.
Commissioner Bryson? Councilor Power?
Here.
Secretary Hargett?
Here.
Treasurer Lillard?
Yeah. All right, we do have a quorum. All votes will, as you've already figured out, will be done by roll call votes since we have telephone participation. First item of business, approval of the minutes from the TLDA meeting of June 15, 2022. Does anybody have any comments, questions about the minutes?
Move to approve.
Properly moved, properly seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, let's take a vote. Ms. Thompson, call the roll, please.
Mayor Cordell?
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Bryson?
Aye.
Comptroller Power?
Aye.
Secretary Hargett? Treasurer Lillard?
All right, by a vote of 6-0, the minutes are approved. Our next item is annual review of Tennessee Local Development Authority's debt management policy. This should sound very familiar to all of us in the room. Ms. Thompson.
Chairman Hargett, thank you. As I mentioned in the previous meeting, we are submitting to you the TLDA's debt management policy that's been reviewed by our office as well as the AG's office. We have submitted it to staff for their review as well. We do not have any revisions at this time, but we did want you all to acknowledge the fact that we did conduct an annual review.
All right, Mayor Brown and Mayor Cordell, we've had the opportunity to make our comments earlier, but certainly don't want to limit the members, any member of this body making comments or have questions now. Do we have any?
No.
I consider duly reported then. Next, we have consider for approval of the following clean water loans. I believe Mr. Kari's here. Good to have you back. And unless there's objection, we'll take up all of these loans at one time. So if you will, I'm sure you're going to give us an update on the fund balances. And if there are no, once we've completed questions on that, then we'll move into the loans. Please proceed.
Okay. The unobligated balance as of June 15, 2022 was $136,950,682. There are two increases. The first being the capitalization grant in the amount of $9,957,500. The second is the state match in the amount of $1,991,500. That is a total of $11,949,000. That increase, that brings the unobligated balance as of July 26 to $148,899,682. There are a total of 5 decreases. The first being the city of Cleveland in the amount of $4,650,000. The city of Oak Ridge in the amount of $1,900,000. The town of Thompson Station in the amount of $5 million. Thompson Station again in the amount of $10,400,000. And then the town of Smyrna in the amount of $800,000. That is a decrease in the amount of $22,750,000. The remaining obligated balance for loans will be $126,149,682.
Any questions, comments? All right, let's move on to the action items, Mr. Picard.
The first one is the city of Cleveland. This is a wastewater treatment plant improvement and advanced treatment. The total project cost is $4,650,000. The public meeting was held on April 7th of 2022. They have operating revenues in the amount of $33,314,124. They have a current rate of $37.63 per 5,000 gallons per month. Their audit report was filed timely, and they were found to be financially sufficient for their loan. The next is the city of Oak Ridge in the amount of $1,900,000. This is a collection system rehabilitation. Again, the total project cost is $1,900,000. They had their public meeting on January 20th of 2021. They have operating revenues in the amount of $22,141,678. The current rate is $59.33 per 5,000 gallons per month. They were found to be Their audit was found to be filed timely, and they were found to be financially sufficient to repay their loan. The town of Thompson Station in the amount of $5 million. This is a green project. And it is a wastewater treatment, expansion, and secondary treatment. The total project cost is $18,170,000. This particular loan is for $5 million. There's local funds in the amount of $2,770,000. And then the next loan, which will be the $10,400,000. Their public meeting was held on February 23rd of 2022. They have operating revenues in the amount of $1,303,682. Their current rate is $69.50 per 5,000 gallons per month. They were found to be timely on their audit report and found to be financially sufficient to repay the loan. The next one is the town of Thompson Station. Again, this is the green project where the wastewater treatment expansion and secondary treatment. Again, the project is in total $18,170,000. This particular loan is for $10,400,000. They have local funds in the amount of $2,770,000. And then the previous loan in the amount of $5 million. The public meeting was held on February 23rd of 2022. Operating revenues in the amount of $1,303,682. Their current rate was $69.59 per 5,000 gallons per month. Their audit report was filed timely, and they were found to be financially sufficient. And the last one is for the town of Smyrna in the amount of $800,000. This is a green project. It is an I&I correction. The total project cost is $1,102,000. The SRF loan is again for $800,000. They have local funds in the amount of $302,000. Their public meeting was held on April 12th, 2022. Operating revenues in the amount of $22,920,501. Their current rate is $32.36 per 5,000 gallons. Their audit report was filed timely, and they were found to be financially sufficient.
All right, you've heard the items. Any questions or comments? Otherwise, Chair would entertain a motion for approval.
Motion.
Properly moved, properly seconded. Any discussion, comments? Hearing none, Ms. Thompson, call the roll, please.
Mayor Cordell?
Aye.
Aye. Commissioner Bryson?
Aye.
Controller Mumpower?
Yes.
Secretary Hargit? Treasurer Lillard?
All items are approved by a vote of 6-0. Next, we'll take up the drinking water loans. We'll hear a report on the outstanding fund balances and then the unobligated fund balances. And then if we can, we'll take up both the loans at the same time, Melissa's objection. Mr. Bakari?
The unobligated balance as of June 15, 2022 was $88,897,667. There was one increase from the city of Lebanon in the amount of $4,386. That brings the unobligated balance as of July 26, 2022 to $88,902,053. There are two decreases, the city of Cleveland in the amount of $825,000, and then the city of Oak Ridge in the amount of $30 million. This brings the decrease total to $30,825,000. The remaining funds available for loan obligations as of July 26, 2022 will be $58,077,053.
All right, let's move forward with two loans then.
The first being the city of Cleveland in the amount of $825,000. This is a pump station upgrade. Their public meeting was held on January 27th of 2022. They have operating revenues in the amount of $33,314,124. Their current rate is $27.02 per 5,000 gallons per month. Their audit report was filed timely, and they were found to be financially sufficient.
Motion.
And the next one is the city of Oak Ridge, which is a new water treatment plant. The total cost of the project is $53,640,697. The SRF loan is for $30 million. They have other funding from WIFIA in the amount of $20,580,297. And then another SRF loan in the amount of $3,060,400. Their public meeting was held on June 21st of 2022. There were operating revenues in the amount of $22,141,678. Their current rate is $39.67 per 5,000 gallons. Their audit report was filed timely and they were found to be financially sufficient.
All right, you've heard the items. Any questions, comments?
Motion on the item.
Properly moved, properly seconded. Still any discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Thompson, call roll, please.
Mayor Cordell,
Aye.
Brown. Aye. Commissioner Bryson.
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Aye.
Secretary Hargit, Treasurer Lillard.
By a vote of 6-0, both items are approved. Our next item, we motion to adjourn. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Properly moved, seconded. Items not debatable. Ms.
Second.
Thompson, call roll, please.
Mayor Cordell,
Aye.
Brown. Aye. Commissioner Bryson.
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Aye.
Secretary Hargit, Treasurer Lillard.
By a vote of 6-0, stand adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.